E. It is Saturday night. Your wife just got out of the shower, smelling like that perfume you used to love. She gives you that look. You know the one. And instead of feeling excited, you feel absolutely nothing, like someone unplugged your engine. You make an excuse about being tired, roll over, and pretend to sleep. But you are not sleeping. You are lying there wondering when everything changed. When did your bedroom become a museum? Nice to look at, but nothing is allowed to be touched. Listen, if this sounds familiar, you are not alone, and you are definitely not broken. This is the Health Span Legends, and here is what most doctors will not tell you. Low libido after 50 is not about your age, it is about your plate. In the next 15 minutes, I am going to share exactly which foods can naturally restore your drive, backed by real science and real results. No pills, no expensive treatments, no awkward doctor visits, just simple foods you can start eating today that work with your body's natural testosterone production. Like Tom, a 67-year-old patient who came to my office 2 years ago. He told me his wife had stopped initiating because the rejection hurt too much. He felt like less of a man every single day. 3 weeks after adding one specific food to his daily routine, he called me laughing. "Doc," he said, "I feel like I am 35 again." His wife noticed too. So stay with me here, because what I am about to reveal could transform your relationship, your confidence, and yes, your Saturday nights. Let me tell you what is really happening inside your body right now. After 50, testosterone levels naturally decline about 1-2 per year. That is normal biology, but here is what is not normal. 31 of men over 50 report low libido, and 49 show signs of testosterone deficiency. That is not just aging, that is a nutrition crisis. Think of testosterone as the fuel your body needs to run the engine. Without enough fuel, the engine sputters, stalls, and eventually stops responding. Your body cannot manufacture testosterone out of thin air. It needs specific raw materials, building blocks like zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and healthy fats. When your diet lacks these nutrients, your body literally cannot produce enough testosterone, no matter how young you feel inside. Tom's story is typical. He had been eating the same foods for decades, processed meals, low-fat everything because he thought it was healthy, barely any fish or vegetables. His testosterone was not just low, it was at the bottom of the acceptable range. But blood tests do not capture the full picture. They do not show the morning disappointment when there is no more morning wood. They do not measure the shame you feel when your wife stops trying. They do not quantify how it affects your sense of identity as a man. Here is what shocked me in my practice. Men with low libido often have perfectly functioning equipment. The machinery works fine, but the driver is asleep at the wheel because the body is not producing enough hormones to wake him up. But here is what most men do not know. The problem is not your age. It is your plate. The foods you have been eating, or not eating, are directly sabotaging your testosterone production. And the solution is simpler than you think. Let me explain this in a way that makes sense. Your body is like a factory. To manufacture testosterone, it needs specific raw materials delivered every single day. Think of it like building a house. You cannot build a house without lumber, nails, and concrete. Similarly, your body cannot build testosterone without zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, healthy fats, and specific amino acids. When these materials are missing, production shuts down. Research shows that men with diets high in processed foods, refined carbohydrates, and low in essential nutrients have significantly lower testosterone levels. It is not complicated. Garbage in, garbage out. Your factory cannot produce quality products with substandard materials. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Certain foods do not just provide raw materials, they actively support the testosterone production process. They are like high-performance fuel that makes the entire system run more efficiently. The Japanese discovered something fascinating recently. They studied 1,545 men between ages 60 and 69, tracking what they ate and measuring their testosterone levels. The men who ate more fatty fish had significantly higher testosterone levels. Not slightly higher, significantly higher. It is like the difference between a garden hose and a fire hose. And get this, some of these men saw changes in just 3 weeks. 3 weeks of eating the right foods, and their bodies started responding again. That is faster than most medications work, and without any side effects. So let us talk about the first food that can change everything: fatty fish. I am talking about salmon, mackerel, sardines, herring, and tuna. These are not just good for your heart, they are testosterone powerhouses. Here is why fatty fish work so well. First, they are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for hormone production. Your body uses these healthy fats as building blocks to create testosterone. Second, fatty fish are excellent sources of vitamin D, which has been shown to increase testosterone levels by up to 20 when supplemented properly. Think of vitamin D as the light switch that turns on your body's testosterone factory. Third, they provide high-quality protein and zinc, both critical for maintaining healthy testosterone levels. That Japanese study I mentioned found that men eating fatty fish regularly had higher testosterone than those who did not. Even lean fish helped, though fatty fish were more effective. One patient of mine, Richard, was 61 when he started eating salmon 3 times per week. He had also added a can of sardines to his lunch twice a week. It felt weird at first, he told me. Sardines are not exactly sexy. But within a month, he noticed a difference. More energy in the mornings, more interest when his wife touched him. By week 6, they were intimate twice a week, something that had not happened in over 2 years. Here is your action step. Aim for fatty fish at least 3 times per week. Now let us talk about something Popeye understood before science caught up. Keep dark green sardines or mackerel in your pantry for quick kale,
lunches.
broccoli,
if you hate
bok
fish,
choy,
take a
these are not just good
high-quality
for you.
omega-3 supplement.
They are testosterone
real
boosters
food is always
disguised as
better.
vegetables. A 2018 study found something striking. Men who consumed fewer dark green vegetables were significantly more likely to have low testosterone levels. They were also more likely to develop hypogonadism. That is, when your body cannot produce enough testosterone. So what is the magic ingredient? Magnesium. Dark leafy greens are loaded with magnesium, and here is why that matters. Magnesium blocks certain proteins from binding to testosterone in your bloodstream. When testosterone is bound up, it is useless. Your body cannot use it. But when magnesium blocks those proteins, more free testosterone circulates in your system, available for action. It is like unclogging a drain. The water is there. It just needs to flow freely. A study of 399 men aged 65 and older found that those with higher magnesium levels had significantly higher testosterone levels. Here is the kicker. Adding just 1 cup of cooked spinach to your daily diet can make a measurable difference in your free testosterone levels within weeks. 1 cup, that is it. Your practical guide: eat at least 1 serving of dark leafy greens every single day. Throw spinach in your morning omelet. Make a side of sautéed kale with dinner. Add broccoli to your stir fry. Blend some greens into a smoothie if you hate the taste. Your body does not care how you get them. It just needs the magnesium and other nutrients these vegetables provide. All right, let us talk about nature's original Viagra, oysters. Yes, the aphrodisiac reputation is actually based on science. Oysters are absolutely packed with zinc, more than almost any other food on the planet. And zinc is critical for testosterone and sperm production. When you eat oysters, you are delivering a concentrated dose of the exact mineral your body needs to manufacture testosterone. They also contain dopamine, a hormone that directly increases libido. So oysters hit you from 2 angles. They give your body the raw materials to make testosterone, and they trigger hormones that make you feel aroused. Now, I know what you are thinking. Doc, I am not eating oysters every day. That is expensive and weird. Fair enough. The good news is, you do not need oysters specifically, you just need zinc. Pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds, and chia seeds are excellent zinc sources. So are nuts, especially almonds, walnuts, and pistachios. But here is the mistake most men make. They eat nuts occasionally, maybe as a snack, and think that is enough. It is not. You need consistent daily intake of zinc-rich foods to maintain optimal testosterone production. Inconsistent nutrition gives you inconsistent results. One patient told me he started keeping a small container of mixed nuts on his desk. Every afternoon around 3 p.m., he would eat a small handful, about a quarter cup. Within 3 weeks, he noticed he was thinking about sex more frequently. By week 5, he was initiating with his partner again. It is like someone turned the lights back on, he said. Your action step: incorporate zinc-rich foods into your daily routine. A handful of nuts every day. Sprinkle pumpkin seeds on your salad. If you love oysters, enjoy them when you can. They are the zinc champion. C. Now let us talk about something that has been used in traditional medicine for centuries but is now backed by modern science, specific herbs. I am talking about fenugreek and red ginseng. These are not magic pills. They are natural compounds that support your body's testosterone production. Fenugreek is fascinating. A 2018 study found that men taking fenugreek extract increased their testosterone by 22 after just 12 weeks. Another review confirmed that fenugreek significantly raises testosterone in men. How does it work? Fenugreek contains compounds your body can convert into sex hormones, including testosterone. It is like giving your factory extra raw materials, specifically designed for hormone production. Red ginseng works differently. It does not just boost testosterone, it also improves sexual function and desire directly. A study of men taking 3 grams of red ginseng daily found significant improvements in sexual function. It also promotes nitric oxide production, which improves blood flow, critical for firm erections. One of my patients, Michael, was skeptical about herbs. I am a numbers guy, he told me. I need data. So I showed him the research, and he agreed to try fenugreek supplements for 3 months. At his follow-up, he admitted the results surprised him. Not only did his libido return, but his energy levels improved, and he felt more confident overall. Your practical approach: consider adding fenugreek or red ginseng to your daily routine. You can find these as supplements in most health stores. Fenugreek can also be consumed as a spice in cooking, though supplements provide more concentrated amounts. Red ginseng is typically taken as a supplement or tea. Always consult with your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you are on medications. Let me make this practical for you. Here is a simple daily eating plan that incorporates all these testosterone-boosting foods. Breakfast. Start with eggs. They are rich in vitamin D and healthy fats. Add a side of sautéed spinach or kale. If you are making a smoothie, throw in some dark leafy greens, berries, and a tablespoon of chia seeds. Lunch. Include fatty fish at least 3 times this week. Grilled salmon over a bed of mixed greens with avocado. Avocados are high in magnesium and boron, both linked to testosterone production. If it is not a fish day, have a lean protein with a large serving of broccoli or other cruciferous vegetables. Keep a small container of nuts or pumpkin seeds for an afternoon snack. Dinner. Another opportunity for vegetables. Aim for at least 1 to 2 cups. Rotate your proteins throughout the week, but prioritize fatty fish when possible. Include olive oil in your cooking. It supports testicular health and healthy testosterone levels. Supplements to consider: a high-quality omega-3 if you do not eat fish regularly. Fenugreek or red ginseng supplement after consulting your doctor. A vitamin D supplement if you do not get much sun exposure. Here is what this looks like in real life. One patient simplified it even further. He called it his 3x3 rule. Fatty fish 3 times a week, dark greens 3 times a day, and a handful of nuts 3 times throughout the week. Simple, memorable, effective. And here is what you will notice in the first week. Better energy levels. You will not feel as drained by afternoon. Improved mood. Testosterone affects more than just libido. By week 2 or 3, you will start noticing increased interest in intimacy. Those moments when your partner touches you, you will actually respond instead of feeling nothing. By week 4 to 6, many men report noticeable improvements in desire, frequency, and confidence. Woo. Let me take you back to Tom, the 67-year-old I mentioned at the beginning. After 3 weeks of eating fatty fish, dark greens, and adding nuts to his daily routine, something shifted. He started waking up with morning wood again, something he had not experienced in over 2 years. His wife noticed he was more affectionate, more engaged. 6 weeks in, they had the conversation. She admitted she had been afraid their intimate life was over forever. He told her he had been afraid too. But now, things were different. Not perfect, not like they were at 30, but real, connected, alive. That is what this is really about. It is not just about sex, though that matters. It is about feeling like yourself again. It is about connection with your partner. It is about not giving up on a fundamental part of who you are just because you have passed 50. Your body wants to produce testosterone. It is designed to do it. You just need to give it the right fuel, the right raw materials, and get out of the way. Here is what I want you to do today. Go to your kitchen and pick just one thing to change. Maybe you buy some salmon for this week's dinners. Maybe you grab a bag of spinach and commit to eating some every day. Maybe you pick up a container of mixed nuts for daily snacks. Start with one change. Master it for 2 weeks, then add another. Small, consistent changes compound into remarkable results. And if you are dealing with severe symptoms, please see a doctor. Low testosterone can indicate underlying health issues that need medical attention. This video provides general nutritional guidance based on scientific research, not personalized medical advice. Your body is still capable of amazing things. You just need to support it properly. Give it 3 weeks. 3 weeks of feeding your body what it actually needs, and pay attention to how you feel. I think you will be surprised. Thanks for watching. Now go reclaim what is yours.